PG Department of Computer Applications of Marian College, Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan, Director Red Hat GLS India and SARC, Dr. Priya Nair, Research Officer KSHEC, Dr. Joby Syriac, IQAC Coordinator, Marian College Kuttikkanam Autonomous, Mr. Bin Matthew John, HOD PG Department of Computer Applications, Marian College Kuttikkanam Autonomous. All the FDP resource persons, managers, directors, principals, vice principals, representatives from management, HODs, IQAC coordinators, and all faculty members. We welcome you very warmly. Now, let me just tell you about this FDP. This is a 7-day program with the live sessions. The timing will be the same. That will be from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. We do expect you all to attend all the 7 days. And all the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access. There will be video recordings for all the days and also participation certificate. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please do so and make the payment of amount rupees 300 to Marian College to the account details that I will put in the chat shortly. And this LMS has hands-on activities that are to be completed along with the FDP. My name is Sijin Jacob George. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with IPSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator for this sessions. Now, let me go on to the introduction. The Kerala State Higher Education Council, KSHEC in short form. The Kerala State Higher Education Council is the principal higher education policy input provider and trendsetter of the state of Kerala, and it strives to bring out equity and excellence in the higher education sector. The council is an apex level statutory body instituted under the Kerala State Higher Education Council Act 2007 and the Kerala State Higher Education Council Amendment Act 2018 of the State Legislature of Kerala. Perceiving its democratic structure and participatory approach in making decisions, the council is often denominated as a mandated working collective of all the stakeholders of the higher education sector, including academics, administrators, and students. Now, moving on to a description about Marian College Kuttikkanam Autonomous. Marian College Kuttikkanam was founded in 1995 and is owned and managed by the Catholic Diocese of Kanyathapalli. Marian College has gained autonomous status in a span of just 20 years, the youngest college in Kerala to achieve this status. Marian also holds the envious distinction of being the youngest accredited college in India in 2003 and currently holds a re-accreditation with CGPA of 3.52 over 4 by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. The college has also won the prestigious status of the college with potential of excellence CPE from the University Grants Commission UGC twice in 2019 and 2014. It was conferred autonomous status in May 2016. MCA at Marian is listed as one of the top promising MCA programs in India by Higher Education Review. We'll be moving on next to the welcome and introductory address. The welcome and introductory address will be done by Dr. Mendes Jacob, who is the Professor and Director of MCA Marian College Kuttikkanam Autonomous. Dr. Mendes Jacob is an academician and entrepreneur with 30 plus years of experience and is the former Director of School of Applied Mathematics, MG University. He is also the CEO of IPSR Solutions Limited, an IT company supporting higher education institutions in the implementation of outcome-based education, OBE, and innovative teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Good evening, dear respected Dr. Rajan Gurikal, the Vice Chairman of Kerala Higher Education Council. Respected Dr. Rajan Verghese, the Member Secretary of Kerala Higher Education Council. Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan, Director, Red Hat GLS India and SARC. Reverend Father Bobby Mannamblakal, the Manager of Marian College Kuttikkanam. Respected Dr. Ajimon George, Principal of Marian College Kuttikkanam. Dr. Priya Nair, the Research Officer of Kerala State Higher Education Council. Respected dignitaries and my dear faculty colleagues, it is with great pleasure we are hosting this faculty development program in outcome-based education in the discipline of computer science. The last couple of years, we were organizing many such programs, both physical and virtual. Many of the participants, they suggested that discipline-specific FDPs in OB is a good option. So we have conducted a few physical programs in social work, economics, etc. at Marian College. This time we thought of organizing this in online mode to accommodate more faculty members from different parts of India. We have around 750 participants registered for this event from almost all the states of India. And some of them are attending the online sessions, and some others, they are logging to the LMS. I hope these interactions will definitely benefit each one of us in implementing innovative teaching, learning, and assessment activities to strengthen our OB implementation in our institutions. All the resource persons of this FDP are well experienced, not only in the academies, but most of them have immense of practical experience in the industry and at the consultancy level also. There are sessions included which covers the best practices followed by IT industries in offering IT certifications. People from industry have more idea about the skills acquired by the students during their university education as they are conducting the interviews. I hope the inputs from the industry will definitely help us. The learning management system provided to the participants is also an example of how the online platforms can be effectively used for a proper OB implementation. We have utilized the features of Moodle like a workshop where learning and assessment is happening. Another feature like a lesson activity where assured learning and assessment is happening. And there are also forums for collaborative learning. Other tools like Mentimeter, Padlet, Google Tools for Education are also incorporated to get an idea for the participants. As everybody knows, OB is actually a paradigm shift from teaching to learning. And Moodle is one of the best platforms where we can have the learning management system. And many features of Moodle support outcome-based education. Repetitive tasks can be automated and faculty can concentrate more on developing innovative teaching, learning, and other activities. Actually, Kerala State Higher Education Council is encouraging the higher educations in Kerala for the implementation of online education through platforms like Moodle. We have conducted many such training programs for faculty members for the last couple of months. We will also share some best practices, like Marian has pioneered in the implementation of OB, and we have published a book incorporating the experiences of all the faculty members. The sharing of the best practices by our faculty members were also included in this program. And it's my duty to welcome all of you who are present here. Dr. Rajan Gurukal, as Vice Chairman of Kerala State Higher Education Council, has taken lots of initiatives in training faculty members, especially in the ICT implementation, OB, and other related areas. He is very particular about implementing outcome-based education in higher education institutions and conducted many training sessions. In spite of his busy schedule, he has agreed to inaugurate this event. Sir, we are grateful for your presence, and on behalf of all the participants and organizers, we extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Dr. Rajan Varghese, the Member Secretary, Kerala State Higher Education Council, is supporting us throughout for the smooth conduct of this faculty development programs and the previous programs also. He's a very busy person coordinating many of the activities of the higher education initiatives in Kerala. On behalf of all those who are present here, I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, to this section. Reverend Father Bobby Mandamblakal, the dynamic manager of Marian College, Kuttikkanam, is a person who has worked in media and education in India. And he has also worked in US, Japan, and China. He studied for his higher studies, especially in media and education technology. And he carries with him a lot of practical experience. On behalf of all the participants, I extend a warm welcome to you, Father. We have Dr. Ramesh Padmanabhan, who is a former professor of an engineering college and later moved to industry. And he's sharing his valuable experiences, both in the academics and in the industry. Thank you for your presence and a warm welcome to you for this function. We have Dr. Ajimon George, the principal of Marian College. He's a true academician with a lot of research experience. On behalf of the organizing team, I take this opportunity to thank you for your support and also welcome you to this event. I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Priya Nair, Research Officer, Kerala State Higher Education Council, for all the support and welcome you to this function. We welcome all the participants who have taken time to attend this FDP in spite of your busy schedules. I thank all my colleagues who have worked day and night for coordinating this program in the best possible way. Thank you all and all the best.
Very much, sir. I think we will move on to the inaugural address will be by Dr. Rajan Gurukal, Vice Chairman, KSHEC. Dr. Rajan Gurukal is the former Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Dr. Rajan Gurukal is the leading Indian social scientist, historian, professor, and writer. He has written many books and articles on different topics and also has received awards for his works. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think I am audible, right?
Yes, you're audible, sir, and also visible.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Rajan Verghese, then manager of Marian College, principal, and Dr. Mendes, Dr. Priya, and my dear colleagues. This is the first time that I am getting myself associated with the OBE in connection with the computer teachers. I'm not knowledgeable in computer science as such, but as a teacher, imagining these days the challenges of teachers as well as students in the wake of the fast changing digital technologies. Dr. Mendes and his team are experts in this field, and they have been helping us a lot in equipping teachers and the challenging task of coping up with the re-articulated position of teachers, re-articulated function of teachers, especially training them how to re-articulate themselves in the context of seriously transforming the very concept and meaning of teaching as well as teachers. So let me express at the outset my sincere gratitude to Mendes and his team. The team is at work in this workshop as well. So what I'm curious to understand is how OBE is used for computer higher education, how the content management, of course, I can understand, how they evaluate that also I can imagine, but how to plan the learning outcomes, how to design the content and then the instructional strategies in alignment with the taxonomy-based learning outcomes. Now, how do we prepare that in the context of computer education? What is the central cognitive benefit we have to think of, or what aspect of competence in Bloom's taxonomy is going to be central to pedagogy as well as curriculum planning in computer higher education. I'm not very clear about it. Sometimes I used to feel that it is the cognitive ability to apply is central. But then I think it is much lesser a competence as far as the real computer teacher is concerned. Then I used to think about, say, the evaluation, assessment, and so on as the most important competencies. But finally, I have come to terms with the striking reality that the central cognitive power is creativity. How to create is asked in the language of computer learning, how to design. So for a computer teacher, it is the faculty to design that becomes important as far as I understand. And how do we train? Because you people know, I do not know about it, but it is very important that a teacher becomes proficient in computer-based, web-based, or what is called the digital technologies-based course designing. And as part of that, web pedagogy comes, the teaching comes. Now, how computer science can be taught? What is the methodology? Is the existing pedagogic technology enough? Whether I used to think that it is important for the computer science teachers to be proficient in what is called technopedagogy. They are the ones who should become proficient in technopedagogy and demonstrate proficiency to teachers in various other areas. So technopedagogy, as I have been referring to, is changing day by day, and teachers are being accustomed to a variety of new tools or apps, whatsoever. Then artificial intelligence technology has been increasingly in use in a variety of cognitive tasks, probably over a decade now. Developing user interfaces beyond apps and tools, responding to touch, tap, and swipe. Artificial intelligence is now enabling operation through physical actions, gestures, body movements, even facial expressions, and sound, I mean words. Now, augmented reality is a digital photographic technology distinct in itself, joining with artificial intelligence, creating rare visual experiences of virtual and actual objects coexisting. Now, it has become the responsibility of faculty in computer science, both hardware and software, I mean, to demonstrate to the teachers in various other knowledge fields how this augmented reality or artificial intelligence-based pedagogic tools are going to be very effective. So definitely teachers will be looking forward to computer science, computer technology teachers to understand how artificial intelligence, AR, or even for that mixed reality combinations render this astonishing experience because it gives 3D animation, modeling, and simulation. I'm not saying that all computer science teachers would be experts in the technology in terms of how it works, but they theoretically know what it means, and also they know the potential, and they know in the context of OBE how this technology can be effectively used. But we may not be using it very commonly immediately, because that kind of technology would require various sub-technological instruments such as these wearables, audio video devices, transcending the confines of screen. Now here the students get the curious experience of augmented reality that provides them immersive feeling, immersive experience, direct tactile experience with the situation. Now everybody knows that in computer teaching, you may not require all that, but it becomes the responsibility of computer teachers to demonstrate how, in the case of various other complex disciplines, such combinations of artificial intelligence and AR/MR methods of teaching and demonstrations. So though in that kind of context, most of us are yet to reach. Sooner or later, it's going to be certainly part of our teaching learning system. Now, I was just casually and in a very what is non-professional way referring to the challenges of curriculum designing for a computer teaching program, and the challenge the teachers will have to undertake in the context of technopedagogy and the complex devices thereof based teaching. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure that Mendes and his team will certainly be doing a wonderful job in putting across through the hands-on method various insightful practices relevant to you computer teachers, computer science, computer technology teachers. Once again, wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan Gurukal, sir. Thank you for your inputs. Now we will have the presidential address by Dr. Rajan Verghese. He's the member secretary of KSHEC. He's also the former pro-vice chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, and has also played a key role in the education sector of Kerala. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening all.
Good evening.
Professor Rajan Gurukal sir, Reverend Father Bobby Alex, the manager of the college, Dr. Ajimon, George Principal, and Dr. Mendes Jacob, who was emerged as a major source of inspiration for teachers in OB in the state. In fact, I am, as Gurukal sir has noted, I am also frightened by the large number of computer specialists. Because nearly 250 of them are attending this program as of now. And OB actually has emerged as a major determinant of the quality of education at several levels. For example, UGC has already declared that OB is necessary, it's inevitable Not only in teaching learning, they have even introduced it at the level of accreditation. Similarly, almost all universities in the country, they have started redesigning their programs, curriculum in tune with these developments in outcome-based education. And the Kerala State Higher Education Council, way back in 2017, has started this idea. We try to propagate the need for outcome-based education in the curriculum. Of course, we faced a stiff resistance, mainly from the academic community, some even questioning the utility of this. Others actually pointed out the impractical nature of this outcome-based education in certain streams like humanities, social science. But today, it is being accepted by the national agencies, by the central government, state government, accrediting agencies. And in Kerala, the Higher Education Council and its Faculty Development Center, with the help of trainers like Dr. Mendes, we have successfully conducted several programs, mainly general type in outcome-based education, or sometimes it is on online education. We trained nearly 3,500 teachers in the state within a very short span of time. And today, this is for the first time, as I know, that the faculty development program, online faculty development program, is exclusively tailored for the computer science stream. So discipline-based training is emerging. So this has to take into account the specificities, the peculiarities of each discipline. So designing outcome-based education for discipline-specific use is very important. Otherwise, it will remain as some technical knowledge at certain disciplines only. For example, we actually discussed this issue with the vice chancellors, and almost all the state universities in Kerala, they have declared in the first instance the graduate outcomes. So it's stated in all the universities, it is in their website. Actually, these graduate outcomes that they have declared is the guiding principle today for restructuring their curriculum. And this OB is actually an integral part of that. And of late, so as we know, at the national level, several new initiatives are unfolded through the new educational policy, NEP, and it is also quickly taken by national agencies like UGC and the central government. So whether you like the pace at which it is being unfolded or the manner in which it is being implemented, this has become a reality. And the higher education sector in the state of Kerala is also preparing to meet these challenges. And this is a challenge mainly to the academic community in the state, because our higher education system has been growing in a very lopsided manner with dominance of traditional courses. The number of what we call as today the new generation programs or the frontier courses, it's only increasing at a very gradual pace. It's not in relation to the demand for such courses in the state. That's why we see the migration of students to other parts of the country and even abroad. So there is an urgent need in the state to restructure our curriculum and to incorporate the idea or the method of outcome-based education at all levels in the teaching, learning, and evaluation level. Some of our teachers, they argue that they have no freedom to implement these changes. But at the university level, it has been taken in a very serious manner. And some of the universities, they have started very good initiatives. And even they have, with the help of Dr. Mendes and others, they have even tried to develop software which can incorporate these elements of outcome-based education in question paper setting, in evaluation, etc. So small initiatives are there, but as of now, the general awareness for a state-of-the-art curriculum, a curriculum which can meet the challenges of modern higher education, challenges of technological change, is slowly emerging in our universities, in our colleges. In that instance, the case of autonomous colleges are to be discussed separately. They have advanced in several areas. They are ahead of other colleges in the state. They are sometimes ahead of some of the universities in the state in implementing modern methods of teaching, learning, and evaluation, especially outcome-based education. And Marian College, Kuttikkanam can be considered as a major center of teaching and learning in the country, which has implemented this new method of outcome-based education. So this program, I believe, will be the beginning in the development of a new curriculum based on outcome-based education. So not only in computer science, this will pave the way for developing similar efforts in other disciplines also, because the utility of some of our traditional programs are questioned today. So you have to make these programs more productive, more meaningful. For that purpose, the implementation of outcome-based education is very important. And as teachers of computer science, I think the implementation of this program will be more easy, or it will be easier for them, because they are well versed with the tools that is employed at different levels, not only the application level, at the level of designing it, and at the level of creating the content, and for designing evaluative methods. This group of teachers, computer science teachers, are actually, they are at an advantage. They are ahead of others. So the practices that you develop in this 7-day faculty development program will not only benefit this stream, and this will actually pave the way for similar attempts, similar changes in other streams, which will together enhance the quality of teaching, learning, and evaluation in our state, and which will also make our higher education institutions more relevant today. And with these words, I conclude. I thank the organizers, and Kerala State Higher Education Council is very much interested in extending our academic help to all the colleges. And we also solicit the cooperation of the entire academic fraternity in the country or in the state for this type of new initiatives. And I thank especially the Dr. Mendes Jacob. He has been very helpful for us in several of our initiatives, especially online training program on outcome-based education. And I wish all success to this program, and I promise the continued support of the Kerala State Higher Education Council to all these initiatives. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan Varghese. Thank you for all the best wishes that you've given us and the presidential address that you've given us and all the valuable information as well that you've given us. We will now move on to the keynote address, which will be by Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan. He is the Director of Red Hat GLS India and SAARC. Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan has about 25 plus years of experience in the IT industry, and he's worked in the companies including MNTI, Aptech, IIST, Wipro, HP, Quint, RPS, and now he's currently with Red Hat. He started his career as a lecturer, moved on as a faculty, tech head, center head, senior trainer, implementation specialist, POC specialist, delivery head, and later moved on to a sales job, and now he's the current country head and country manager and director for Red Hat. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Sijin, can you confirm you are able to hear me clearly?
Yeah, we can see you as well, hear you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank Marian College for giving me this opportunity to come and present in this particular occasion, and all the senior dignitaries on the board. My sincere namaskar to everybody, and also to all the faculty members available here, some of my colleagues and my friends. So this is a great initiative, OBE, outcome-based education. This is a great initiative. Of course, the initiative started way back in 2003, followed by 2004. Now I think there is a serious concern from the government, and the first state maybe who has taken this initiative to a higher level. I know one of the largest or 100% educated or literacy status already Kerala holds. So I think Kerala government initiative to start such type of programs is really highly encouraging, and I'm privileged from on behalf of Red Hat. So our association with Marian College is close to 19 years. We've been associated with Marian College from 2003, and we will be celebrating our 20 years association next year. This is a really great and one of the longest associations that we have, and I'm really proud to say that Red Hat together with Marian has contributed to the state, to the country, and to the larger population. Now it is time for us to further enhance the association by joining hands in this OBE, that is outcome-based education. And I'm really very happy from the words that I heard from both the professors. So Red Hat is already a OBE, outcome-based education. So what we learn from the colleges for the students compared to what is required in the industry, there is already a huge gap. This is what we have seen in the past. So many of the organizations like enterprise or corporate organizations, when they hire students, I know they are very comfortable and confident about the overall strength of the student, overall IQ of the student, the engineering capability of the student. But there is a huge gap between what is taught in the college versus what is required in the industry. So this particular initiative of OBE gives enormous support to corporates, and corporates will be more than happy to hire fresh engineers from all these colleges. And who is instrumental in making this happen? Who are the people? Because I can talk, I can come on these types of presentations on board, but the real hands-on is the faculty people. The faculty people, because when my child goes to school, even if I teach her mathematics, my child says, no, I know my teacher has taught, so I'll have to go with my teacher. So that is how a child is groomed by the teacher. So we say Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. So immediately after mother and father comes the guru. So that's where this type of a faculty development program is very, very crucial. I can see almost like 220 plus participation. That's really wonderful. And I'm very happy that states like Kerala is taking this initiative, being the first starter for any such type of program, even though 2022 is late, but we are very happy. There are multiple countries across the world who is already implemented this type of the OBE, that is outcome based education. I have done a little research. Maybe I'll share my screen, just about 2-3 slides, and I want to share that what is this OBE. Of course you may all know this, but still I thought I'll just put up these slides together. Let me share it. Can you confirm, Sijin, that you're able to see my slides?
Yeah, it's visible. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So outcome based education, this is in collaboration or association with Marian College, and we have one of the director, Mariam College, Dr. Mendes. He is very closely associated, and he is one of the key person to be instrumental in this association between Red Hat and Mariam College. Of course, there are so many other people, but I'm just naming him because he is the representative front-ending our engagement. So what is this outcome-based education? So a student, when he is learning, does he know what he is going to be learning? Do we have the outcome statement? What is expected out of his learning? What he should be able to learn? So this is the first step of outcome-based education. And we know already engineering is having a lot of practicals. It's all providing the learning activities the student has to undergo, but those learning activities should be aligned with industry requirement. Last but not the least, accreditation. How do we measure what the student has learned? So measurement is very, very critical, which is nothing but having a criteria to assess the capability of the student. So when these parameters are designed and provided together to the student will I mean, with the capability that they have, they will really perform very well, or they outperform. Now the industry is happy, the government is happy, the world is happy. This is what we call it as outcome based education. So this outcome based education should have an accreditation. Till the time it does not center to the student's capability and measured with a performance measure, till the time we don't count. Because if I'm a doctor, unless and until I prove, I show my certificate that I'm a doctor. So even when you see the medical education industry or medical education, from the second year, after completing 18 months in the labs and in the actual attending the classes, they will be put into the hospital. They are all called as junior doctors. So they are practically working with the patients to understand and knowledge and build the skills. And also we are building the attitude of the student in the medical education. In the same manner, even engineering, we should not only identify the skills of the students, not only give the knowledge to the students, we should build the attitude of the student. This is another important area of accreditation. Last but not the least, we'll have to remain on the evaluation of these outcomes. We should be focusing on to the evaluation of outcomes with the input parameters that we have given to the student versus what is that we are getting output from the student. I'll tell you some examples also. Now, outcome-based education basically emphasizes on what you want your students to be able to do at the end of the program. So in my early days, when I did my engineering way back in 1990, so I did a mechanical engineering. I don't know in the first day of the college or in the first year, I don't even know what am I going to become. I know that some of my friends, some of my relatives, or some of my seniors are working in this company. But what am I studying versus what am I going to be? I don't have any connectivity. This was what the earlier days. But today, with this initiative, the outcome based education, we should be able to do what is expected to be done. So, all the faculty members, it's very, very critical what they have to teach, what they have to facilitate to the student, and the academic processes should be aligned. So, for example, the sample of the outcome. So, considering that the college is Marian College is part of Red Hat Academy, I already told you. We are promoting 2 trainings and certifications there, predominantly like RHCSA, RHCE, and few more courses. So, what does RHCSA do? So, we are very clear from the training and certification point of view. We provide hands-on experience to the student. More than 50% of our teaching or the faculty members who delivers training are based on hands-on. That's nothing but performance. Even our exams are designed performance based, so that the student ensures that he's getting the technical knowledge and he proves his skills by getting certification exam. And these exams are purely real-time work environment examination questions, the scenario based examination questions, and they will be asked to work on the system live. So what I want to say is the real-time implementation knowledge is what is taught, and the learning process and certification exams are all driven towards the real-time implementation. Yes, one of the professor and the director mentioned very clearly, it could be about the IoT, or it could be artificial intelligence, or it could be the virtual reality, augmented reality, etc. Everything has to be incorporated into the student. Now, if the student outcome, the student who is coming to the industry is having these types of knowledge, where he is real time with the cloud implementation or cloud based services, wow, we like it. So this is the total exercise. I'm really very happy and thankful again to Mariam College for doing such a wonderful situation and bringing together more than 750 invitations to multiple faculties, and of course more than 250 attending today. Oh, that's really wonderful. I'm really thankful, and I wish all the best to Mariam College. That's it from my side. Thank you very much. Back to you, Sijin.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you for your valuable inputs. We will now move on to our special address by Reverend Father Bobby Alex Annamplakal, is the manager of Marian College, Kuttikkanam Autonomous. This, Reverend Father is the Vicar General of Kanjurapalli Diocese and is in charge of the education institute run by the diocese. He's formerly the chief editor of Rashtra Deepika Limited, the first Malayalam newspaper in Kerala. He had his higher studies in media studies, education technology and administration from Louisiana State University, USA, and he has traveled to China and Japan after awaiting the Fulbright scholarship from US, which is a rare honor for advanced learners. Over to you, Father.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, audible and visible.
Very respected Dr. Rajan Gurukal, Dr. Rajan Varghese, Dr. Ajimon George, Dr. Mendes Jacob, Dr. Mr. Ramesh Paramanavan, very esteemed faculty members who are present here today. I'm very delighted to be here and honored to be present before you and share a couple of minutes, sharing a few thoughts on outcome-based education. Just a few minutes ago, I had a great privilege to take part in a meeting, online meeting with our respected Higher Education Minister, Dr. R. Bindu, and Dr. Sabu Thomas, the Vice Chancellor of MG University, who actually joined from Moscow. That was at 6 o'clock this evening. It was about inaugurating a hackathon, IDD hackathon, which is called Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Hackathon, which will be co-hosted by the Mahatma Gandhi University, and the We Care Center of Angels Village based in Kanyarapalli, which is an NGO which is taking care of intellectually challenged children and adults. The main focus of this hackathon or startup incubation is in two areas. First of all, making the intellectually disabled or intellectually challenged people to have self-respect by learning more things by doing, learning by doing. And then the second phase of this hackathon is inviting universities and education institutions around the country, actually, even from out of state, to take part in the hackathon, who will be able to come up with different technologies and different ideas in order to put more opportunities for these developmental activities for the intellectually challenged. Therefore, starting with intellectually challenged, there is a concept of outcome-based education, that is learning by doing. Now, coming to this elite group of academicians, we know that we all are good or excellent in our own field of specialization. Most of us are here, except me or some others, you are all computer specialists. But you are, first of all, theoreticians. You are teaching students theory first. Then only we think about the practical side. Years ago, when the government of Kerala came up with the idea of ASAP, Additional Skill Acquisition Program, being part of the discussion committee representing the media as the editor of a media organization, I was also representing the media to put initial inputs into the ASAP program. The main concern of the government of Kerala and the people who are guiding the education system at that time, especially at that time who was in charge of the program was Dr. Abraham. He said, and many of you who are involved with it, I am sure Dr. Rajan Verghese and Rajan Gurukal will be able to share the ideas on this one. The main concern was that the students who graduate from our schools and colleges do not have enough skills or knowledge even about the subject area they have graduated from. They do not have any practical skills. That is why representing different industry outlets, well, I was there for representing the media. The concern we shared and from our own experience was that when you are inviting applications for trainees in the field of media, for example, you will get hundreds of applications of graduates in media studies with the postgraduate diploma, PG and all those stuff. But there will be very few applicants who will be able to start from day one, job ready. Even the basic skills like DTP or many are script writing, no, they don't know. They don't have enough knowledge or skills on it. And that is why they came up with additional skill acquisition program, which will be able to provide a kind of last minute or last hour preparation for the industry. But I am happy to say that Marian College, Kuttikkanam, which of course it was mentioned here as an autonomous college, it has a lot of freedom to think about or modify the syllabus which will suit the industry. The computer science department there, especially the BCA department, I know, is associating with the industry people like TCS and many other industry giants. They have let us know what is their need. And then according to their requirements, we'll integrate some of the or many of the components in the curriculum itself, so that when they graduate BCA from that college, they are ready to hire them. Instead of giving them 2-year on-the-job training, for example, maybe they will be able to complete that on-the-job training within 4 or 5 months. That is a win-win situation for both the industry and also for the academia. And this is what happens in outcome-based education. We set the target, we set the outcome, and we find a way how to reach it by doing, by learning by doing. Actually, the UGC has recently recognized and recommended in this background something very practical. We have all heard about professors of practice recommended or suggested by the University Grant Commission recently. This is the idea behind it. People from the industry should be there who will be able to, like Dr. Ramesh Padmanabhan and people like that, they will be able to explain to the student. They will be able to guide the student in helping them learning by doing. And of course, theoretical basis is very important. Without a proper theoretical basis, nothing can go ahead and no proper education can happen. But at the same time, to be market ready, to be job ready is very important. Therefore, outcome-based education has been the buzzword in the international academia for the last couple of decades. But only during the last few years, especially those of us in India and Kerala, have seriously considered this as an option, and this is something which we have to really get into. Maybe in the computer science department, as computer educators, what you can do would be to make them develop software, little programs, stuff like that, or make them get involved in some of the real work which faculty will be able to guide them through maybe startup incubation centers. I am again proud to share with you another experience with outcome-based education which our colleges have been doing. For example, Amanjodi College of Engineering, Kanjirappalli, which is under the same management, they have developed their own AES, Academic Enterprise Solutions, which manages the whole affairs of the college. And now they have shared the same product with the Marian College, Kuttikkanam, which is able to handle everything, including the learning management system, admissions, paying of the fees, student works, and everything. Therefore, and many of the students in the beginning phase were asked to join this project, and now they are all in the industry. And now, even in the refining process or day-to-day process, if some of the senior students are able to collaborate, they'll be getting actually hands-on experience with the real industry products. Therefore, these are some of the things which you may be able to emulate so that students will be able to, or they will be encouraged to start their own business, even in the IT field and stuff like that. Therefore, I don't want to go further with taking away too much of your time. But at the same time, I remember with pride last year when the then Vice President of India, Venkaiah Naidu ji, came to Cochin, and he was there to release a book on outcome-based education, which was written by the faculty members of Marian College, Kuttikkanam. They were sharing their experience of practicing outcome-based education as faculty members, and many of the students also shared their experience. And later on, another book also was released. And therefore, this is something possible. And we are very proud to say that at times, or especially in the beginning, you may find it difficult. What is outcome-based education? Is it possible in social sciences? Is it possible possible to happen or to implement in computer science department? It is possible. Just have the will, power to do it, and you will be able to bring the students along with you. Let them learn by doing. The classroom hours can be reduced a lot, and let them get out and do it. Get to the lab, get to the industry level, get out to the field and learn by doing. And wish you all the very best. And also, I am very proud to have Dr. Mendes Jacob, who is leading Marian in this very special training program, and Dr. Ajimon George, the principal, who is there guiding all of us and all the faculty and the students in this area of outcome-based education. Congratulations, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Father Bobby Alex Manapulakis. Thank you for your valuable information and thoughts on OBE. We will now move on to a word of thanks by the principal of Marian College, Dr. Ajimon George. He's a professor in commerce and principal of Marian College, Kuttikkanam Autonomous. He has over more than 25 years of teaching experience and 3 years of industry experience. He's also a research guide in commerce in Mahatma Gandhi University. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Most respected Dr. Rajan Gurukal, Vice Chairperson of Kerala State Higher Education Council, Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary, Kerala State Higher Education Council, Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan, Father Bobby Alex Manamblakal, Manager and Vicar General of the Diocese of Kanyirapalli, Dr. Mendes Jacob, Director, MCA, Administrative Officer of Kerala State Higher Education Council, and all the respected delegates of this 7-day national seminar on outcome-based education. We have reached the concluding session of the inaugural session of 7 days national seminar on outcome-based education, jointly organized by Marian College, Kuttikkanam in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. We have listened to all the dignitaries about outcome-based education, the importance of outcome-based education. And my duty is to thank each and every one of you present here in this inaugural session. And we are really fortunate to have the presence of Dr. Rajan Gurukal. He is a leading Indian social scientist, and he's a historian, writer, professor. And we are delighted to have Dr. Rajan Gurukal to inaugurate this 7 days outcome-based education. So thank you so much, sir, for being present here and delivering your inaugural address. You spoke about the importance of taxonomy-based outcome, making taxonomy-based learning outcomes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And we have with us Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary of the Kerala State Higher Education Council. Dr. Rajan Varghese spoke about the need for curriculum revision, and also spoke about the importance of discipline-specific trainings in outcome-based education. So this is going to be a special session in computer applications. And I would like to thank Dr. Rajan Varghese for giving us encouragement and speaking about Marian College, Kuttikkanam, for our advancement in the field of outcome-based education. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And we have Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan from Red Hat Private Limited. He spoke about the gap between there exists a gap between what is taught in the classrooms and also what is required in the industry. Of course, the solution is outcome-based education. Definitely, in order to implement outcome-based education successfully, the teachers need training. Then only the intended outcomes, the intended objectives can be achieved. I, on behalf of Marian College, Kuttikkanam, thank Mr. Ramesh Padmanabhan for our long-time association for the long-time association of Red Hat. And this has really helped our students to get placements in reputed institutions. Thank you, sir, for your message and introduction about outcome-based education. And we are really fortunate to have Father Bobby Alex Manamblakal as the manager of Marian College, Kuttikkanam. We get all the encouragement, support, and infrastructure requirements for implementing outcome-based education in the college. He always encourages us to have tie-ups with the industry, professional bodies. That is the reason why we are able to accredit our curriculum with the ACCA UK, CMA US, Tata Consultancy Services, so that the gap between what is taught and what is required in the industry can be eliminated. Thank you, Father Bobby Alex Manamblakal, for all the support that you are providing to us. Thank you so much. And I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mendes Jacob. He's the director of MCA program at Marian College. And he continuously think about and also learn about outcome-based education. And he helped our college to implement outcome-based education. And he's really the person who has arranged this kind of a faculty development program of 7 days duration in association with Kerala State Higher Education Council. So thank you, Dr. Mendes Jacob, for your initiative in arranging a faculty development program of this kind. And I take this opportunity to place on record our sincere gratitude to the administrative officer of Kerala State Higher Education Council, all the dignitaries who are present here, IQSC coordinator, Dr. Joby Syriac, Dr. Binu Thomas of Marian College, Kuttikkanam, and all the participants who have joined this 7-day national development program, faculty development program from all over India. Once again, I thank each and every one of you to make this inaugural session of this faculty development program a success. Thank you, one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ajmal George. Thank you for your word of thanks. Now we will move on to some training session.